We're here.
You guys wish we're at Mania that isn't there yet?
For the Hall of Fame?
No, at Mania. I mean, Kane's not on the card yet.
Just in general.
Yeah. Anybody?
Well, there's no loss with Kane not being on the card.
Well,
True. He's probably going to be in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal.
Well, maybe him and Big Truck eliminate each other right away, and we don't have to deal with them.
Chances of Randy Orton returning?
High. Very high in that match.
I think so, too, at the... Yeah, I think... And
that sucks for Orton. Coming back on the pre-show in a Battle Royal...
I would... Honestly, what I would love is if Cesaro returns and wins the Battle Royal.
Yeah, because it worked out so well for him the first time.
The king of swing. Well, Vince isn't high on Antonio Cesaro.
Well, and that's the funny part. I saw somebody on social media comment on somebody talking the article about Vince not being high on Cesaro, how he can't get over with the fans. And the best comment of the night was, really? Does the whole entire Cesaro section have to be the arena now?
Evidently. What are the chances of Curtis Axel not making it to the ring and being in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal for an entire year again, like he was the Royal Rumble?
Oh, God. Yeah, can we just can that shtick now, please?
I'm looking at here. Fernando and Diego aren't there, so I expect to see them in this thing.
God.
Fandango.
Or maybe they'll come back as how they should, Epico and Primo.
That'd be nice. You know what? Maybe they re-sign Carlito and bring him in because again everybody's injured.
What if they come out eating?
Don't say things that no one wants to see.
What if they come out eating El Torito burgers? That would be kind of fun. I think Fandango will make an appearance in the Battle Royal. Goldust and R-Truth are sure to be in the Battle Royal. Jack Swagger will probably be there. I'm just looking down the roster.
I would, you know what? I don't know. I mean, if he's healthy, I don't know if he's healthy. But what about? I mean, we have to get an NXT guy in there, right? Mm-hmm. We had a Tommy last year. What if is he healthy enough to come back?
Not yet, no.
Yeah, and there's one man that I think is going to be there that could walk away winning it this year. A Texas native from Silsbee, Texas.
Oh, Mark Henry.
Everybody forgetting about the weapons of mass destruction. Yeah, like to see that. I would love to see Mark Henry get in this and actually go all the way to win it. He would deserve it too, in my eyes. Like Mark Henry. Always have, always will. One of the best big men in the business ever. What is Michael Cole's chances of being in a match at WrestleMania? Maybe him and Mario Ronaldo duke it out? That would be kind of cool.
They should have a debate.
That would be...
Mauro Ranella would win. Hands down.
Michael Cole.
Let's be honest. If Michael Cole wasn't handcuffed the way he is, he'd be a hell of an announcer.
He proved that on the Roadblock event. He knows what he's doing. The commentary on Roadblock was the best commentary that honestly, Cole and JBL had done because they both. If JBL proved to me on that he knows what he's doing, he just isn't allowed to do it.
No, my thing is, I think Michael Cole is at that point now in his career where we recognize that he has talent. Beforehand, we couldn't stand him, but we recognize he has talent. He's been important to the business, but after seeing him basically play the general manager role as the computer, as a fill-in for William Regal on NXT as the general manager, I want to see Michael Cole be morphed into a more general manager or actual wrestler manager role. So he can be evil Michael Cole. I like when he's conniving.
He's
better as a heel than he is as a face when it comes to storytelling.
He's very good at that. Now, the card is also going to be at a loss because Neville's injured now.
Oh God, poor Neville.
Cena.
Luke Harper's injured now too.
Yes,
Yeah.
John Cena will not be on the card. He probably will be at WrestleMania. I
You got
imagine.
no Tyson Kidd.
No Kid. Cesaro's not scheduled yet. A lot of people
Or
that,
still officially not scheduled.
you know, and yet we still have people like Roman Reigns in the main event. Why, God? Why? Vince, Trips, Steph, Shane, please, after this Mania, please do something with Roman Reigns, but don't put him in the main event picture anymore. He is not what the fans want.
Well, and I know it's kind of cliche to say, and I know people are going to hate on me for saying this, but one man said, even after Vince McMahon dies, the company's still going to be taken over by his dumb daughter and his doofus son-in-law.
Oh,
Just saying.
we'll see what happens.
CM Punk has been telling the truth in that instance, and really, in all honesty, that's why I think they're doing this storyline with Shane, is because I think Shane is going to be the catalyst for the new generation, I guess, for lack of a better term. That was like what the slogan was in like 1994. But the new generation, the NXT generation, and that type of product morphing its way onto the main roster. That's what I'm hoping this is going to be a catalyst for.
Now, does anybody see an NXT match on this Mania card? Maybe.
Oh, it'd be awesome if it did.
Because we just had NXT.
Well, yeah.
I say no because we just had an NXT show that's going to blow this program out of the water.
Yeah,
Well, they last year throughout the Access days, they had a tournament to get somebody from NXT onto the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. We haven't really heard if they're going to do that this year. I think they should.
They may just have to take people from NXT and put them in the Battle Royal anyway.
Because of the injuries. But in all honesty, you know what would be fun? And we weren't very high on him when he started, but as time has gone on, we have gotten better feelings about him and for his future. And that's Baron Corbin. I would love to see him be in there and have him have the stare down with the Big Show like Itami did. And Big Show goes and has to go eye to eye instead of looking down at somebody. And if he can hold his own against Show, that'd be fun. So I think that would be good. I mean, who would you want to see Scott in that from NXT?
Ooh, that's... Huh. There's so many people from NXT that'd be worth viewing. But you know what? I'm going to go with you, Corbin.
I mean, to
I
me,
think
it just
that'd be a good way to debut him. You know, it's not like you can do what we did with Rusev right now when he debuted at the Rumble and eliminated several guys and was in there for damn knows how long.
Yeah. I mean, the only other name that I can think of that would be able to pull double duty if they're willing to let him do it, if they're going to, move him up eventually, I can see Austin Aries being in it, maybe.
I would think Samoa Joe, because you want that confrontation.
That is where I was going next, was Samoa Joe. So, even he could come out wearing if he wins the title, he can come out wearing the NXT.
I think he should, but
yeah,
we'll get on to that for a different day.
But it's one of those situations where he can come out and just hold that title up and just rub it in everybody's faces and go out there and destroy people. Or he can be the first one out because he's just being, hey, I'm Samoa Joe. I'm the greatest thing out here. I'm the NXT champion. Everybody looks at him and goes, okay, bye. And then afterwards, he gets back in the ring and destroys people. So,
well, Sami Zayn is pulling double duty that weekend.
He is double duty.
And I have.
Yeah, but if anyone's going to pull double duty, it should be Sami Zayn. He is one of the best talents on the card.
Yeah, and I think he's got a strong chance of walking out of that IC title bout with the title around his waist.
Mm-hmm.
I really
agree.
do. Of all the people.
All right, perhaps we should go through the card right now and have a little discussion on what we would like to see. Not our pick'ems, but what we would like to see happen.
Well, give me 1 second. Let me pull
fantasy booker style?
We are not fantasy booking here, folks. We are just giving you our thoughts and our opinions on WrestleMania 32. Sunday, April 3rd, live from Dallas, Texas. An event which Daniel Correia, and myself will be at. Be looking for us. We'll be walking. Well, Scott, we're going to be walking around doing little video interviews with people, and it'll be posted up at our YouTube page and on our website at Pro Wrestling 247 Pro Wrestling 247.net. That's right. We'll make you famous.
Well, and then on top of that, before you move on, we're also going to be around trying to hit up all the little shows too. So once in a while, you may see a little something from, I don't know, Evolve or something else that we may hit up over the course of the weekend. So be aware of that coming your way too.
You never know where Pro Wrestling 247 is going to be. We're going to be all over the map, and we're going to be covering it all because we are the only professional wrestling news, talk, and information show that doesn't discriminate. That's right. We talk NXT, WWE, Lucha Underground. We talk Impact Wrestling, ROH. We'll talk indie. Just depends on our mood. Tune in every Friday. Check out our website. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, PW247NET. That's right. There's a little plug for everything. Anyway, over to what we were up to. We're going to be talking. Let's go down this card and let's talk about it. We're going to ignore the Andre the Giant Battle Royal. Not that we should, but we're going to ignore it because we don't know all the participants, and we won't know that until Sunday. However, we do know that the Usos and the Dudleys will be squaring off. I see this as the passing of the torch. One of the greatest tag teams in the history of all tag team wrestling ever. Cannot deny the Dudley Boys record, cannot deny the legacy that they are leaving the industry. And you have the Usos, which has been a beleaguered team. It's a team, sometimes the fans love them, sometimes the fans hate them. Scott?
And one of them had to basically sit out for a year while the other one was hurt.
Yeah, and with the running thing about, this is my fantasy booking, with the running thing that the Dudleys are never going to do another table thing again. Do you think this is going to turn into a tables match, Scott?
I hope not. I would like to see the Dudleys actually wrestle a wrestling match and actually have to put on some moves and not just, okay, table, we're done. No.
And we've seen it before. We know that these guys can actually wrestle. They're not just a gimmick tag team.
We know.
I mean, they wouldn't be many-time tag team champions if they were a gimmick team.
Yeah, and we also know that Bully Ray, Bubba, is one of the best damn wrestlers in the business.
And he can go singles if he wanted to.
Oh, yeah. He's great.
Wish he would.
So do I.
Not that I have anything against Devon, but Bully Ray was like the best thing that happened to TNA.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. He was wickedly good. Wicked good. We have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 sets of breasts in this 8-women tag team match. I'm a guy. What do you expect me to be thinking about? That's what most of these guys are going to be thinking about in this match. They're not going to be looking at the fact that Alicia Fox is one of the most accomplished women wrestlers there is. And now
this match was added as of when? Because I know you mentioned something to me off air about
this was a backstage
the Raw pre-show stuff.
Yeah, this was a backstage segment at Raw where Alicia, Natty, and Paige, and it seems Alicia and Paige have formed a more personal type of relationship. If you get where I'm going with that one, more power to you, ladies. Respect you. You're still great wrestlers. We're backstage, and they were talking with Naomi and Tamina and Lana, and Natty threw out the challenge, and Brie Bella was brought into it. They were there siding with Brie and asking Lana why she's been targeting Brie Bella. And Natty basically told Lana, why don't you lace up the boots and step your ass into the ring if you got a problem with her and, duke it out in the ring with her instead of doing these little backhanded things you've been doing. And Lana agreed, Naomi, Tamina, and then it was just recently announced that Emma would be joining them as the fourth man out. So I'm looking forward to this because I'm going to tell you what. Brie Bella is the weakest link of all these 8 women. Brie Bella's the weakest. And she's not that damn weak anymore. She's actually come a long way, both Bellas. I mean, I can't say enough about what Nikki did while she was a women's champion. Nikki...
Wait. So you're saying Brie's the weakest link when Lana hasn't ever really stepped in the ring before? Or you're just not saying aside from Lana?
Well, aside from Lana, I mean, you look at the women in this match. Alicia Fox, former champion. Natalya, former champion. Paige, 2-time champion. First time she ever set foot in a WWE ring. Won the title. Naomi should have had a title reign. Tamina. This woman could be dominant as hell if they let her be the beast that she really is. And Emma. With this new evil Emma, she's went way beyond anything I ever expected about it from Emma. I love this Emma. I really do. These women can go. If this were your women's division, you'd have a solid women's division in the WWE. If this was just it. These women can perform. Like I said, aside from Lana on Team NTE and Brie Bella over on Foxy's team there. Scott, is anything I'm saying ringing true with you?
Sorry. I stopped listening for a minute.
No, okay. I mean, does it ring true that if you only had these 8 women on your roster as your female division, this would be a strong division?
I think it would be okay. I don't think it would be like strong. It's definitely better place where it is now than it was, just 6 months ago.
Right.
Well, yeah, that basically, I mean, aside from Lana, that basically was the division until they brought Charlotte and Becky and Sasha up. That was the division. Add in Nikki Bella. But yeah, that was the division. And when you look at it from now, you look back on it and you go, yeah, it wasn't that bad. But when you're in the heat of the moment and you're looking at it going, ugh, they just haven't done anything with these women. They gave them 3-minute matches. Their entrances were longer than some of their matches.
Mm-hmm.
That was the real problem. They weren't given time to show what they can do.
Yeah.
And now look what Emma did with her career.
Yeah, turned it around.
She was on the verge of getting fired. She went back to NXT, completely revitalized herself, reorganized herself, rewrote herself, and now she's back and she's going to be at WrestleMania.
And I love it. And seeing Lana stepping in the ring, I think Lana's going to shock us. I really do think Lana is going to shock us when she gets in that ring. I think there's going to be more to her than just a beautiful woman.
You can't be any worse than Eva Marie.
And, I got to say this about these women. There is not a bad-looking woman in WWE right now. They're not divas.
Except Eva Marie.
All read everything, but we hate her anyway. Anyway, the whole thing is that they have beautiful women that are not only beautiful, but if you watch the table for 3, they're also strong women. These are women that look, JBL is not the only one who's afraid of Alicia Fox. Okay? Because I think Brie Bella would give Daniel a run for his money. Because I really think she has progressed so much. Still not a huge fan, but respect. And that's
yeah, but Nikki Bella's gotten much better than Brie has. Brie at one point was the Bella twin that you looked forward to watching. Not anymore. It's definitely come down to being Brie, being Nikki Bella.
Oh yeah,
she's the one.
And I'll admit that. And you guys both know that for a long time I knocked Nikki Bella. I couldn't stand her.
Oh, and I'd say the same thing. But, yeah, no, we got to give kudos where it's due. And Nikki Bella has developed, and it's unfortunate that she has this neck injury, and she may never wrestle again. We'll see.
Isn't it odd that the sister-in-law of Daniel Bryan has suffered a similar injury, and it may have ended her career prematurely too? Because I really think she had a good decade left in her. She was such a good wrestler. She became a great women's wrestler. And a woman, someone I wanted to watch.
And random side note, since we are talking about the Bellas, congratulations to the Bellas' mom and John Laurinaitis. They got married.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So is he now John Bella?
He's gonna take their last name. No, don't think so.
Hey, you know what they say in the Bella household? People power. That's right. People power. All right. The Intercontinental Championship ladder match, second year in a row. I wonder if this is going to become a regular thing at WrestleMania where we get this 7-man IC title match. If it
ain't broke, don't fix it.
I think so too, and I think this is one place where you could actually open up the field to put a title on somebody you normally wouldn't expect them to be getting a shot at this belt. We have Kevin Owens, and of course the history between him and Sammy is, we all know about that one. Dolph Ziggler, who, wow, I thought he wasn't supposed to have a Mania moment.
Still won't.
Yeah. Now, here's the big shocker. Zack Ryder's getting his Mania moment.
Just because having a Mania match does not give you a Mania moment.
For Zack Ryder, this will be his Mania moment. I was at WrestleMania in a match. That was my greatest WrestleMania moment. Sin Cara. Here's a man who, for years, has worked for WWE and has been overlooked in situations, because we all know this is really Unico. So I'm happy to see him here. The Miz? Yeah, I'm good with that. He belongs here. And Stardust, his alter ego Cody Rhodes, made the IC title mean something again. This match here, this is going to be a hard one to tell who's going to come out on top. My gut's saying they're going to flip the title onto Sami Zayn, but my heart wants Kevin Owens to retain and prove that this was KO Mania. Daniel?
The way this match is set up, I mean, it's basically to continue a feud, which you just said it, Zayn and Owens. The other people in it, they're just details. They're just extra characters in the match. But I am very fond of having this at WrestleMania. I'm very fond of them keeping it as what's going to start the show and get people excited, get your blood flowing, get the adrenaline going. And it's just one of those matches that there's going to be somebody that's going to do some crazy high spots. The danger of somebody getting hurt, Sin Cara. Because it seems like he always is getting hurt and doing something stupid. But, it's one of those matches where those kind of matches, I'm glad that they have, because these guys who are in the mid-card don't get the credit that they deserve. And I'm glad that they put all these guys in one match so they at least get a WrestleMania payday.
Scott, the thoughts of continuing the IC ladder match tradition here at Mania now?
This is one of the matches I'm really looking forward to. I love matches like this. What I'm kind of hoping would be interesting to me would be Sin Cara winning the title. I know we mentioned this off the air before. Sin Cara winning the title and Kalisto retaining his title, and then the Lucha Dragons clash over each other's titles.
That would be quite an interesting proposition right there.
It's split up the tag team. You don't need them anymore if they both have singles titles.
Good point. Speaking of tag team, we have a tag team title match on the card. New Day, League of Nations. Scott?
How fitting.
Scott?
Scott, what?
Your thoughts on this tag team match here?
It's going to be the second tag team match of the week, I guess, because the first one will obviously be Revival versus American Alpha. But it should be fun. It should be entertaining. It should be what we like about pro wrestling tag team matches. So far, they've had two great matches in the last month. One at Roadblock, and then that match that opened up Raw where the League of Nations completely destroyed the New Day afterwards, which is on my Match of the Year candidate list as an honorable mention because that was just a fun beatdown.
Okay.
In the end, I think it's just going to be a good amount of fun. It's going to be the type of tag team match you want to see.
All right. Daniel?
My main thought is the numbers game. Is it going to be a glorified handicap match? Is it going to be 4-on-3? Is that's what they're promoting it kind of like? It's going to be League of Nations of 4 people, and the New Day has 3. Now, they could play it off, and in the next week, they might change it up and be like, okay, it's going to be 2 each on each team. And then we get Freebird rules for both teams. You don't know which 2 you're going to get. I don't know. That it's got so many pieces and parts to this one that I'm just kind of hoping we get to see every person get their moment, I guess, for lack of a better term, and we get to see even someone like a Wade Barrett, who hasn't really done much this year because he's been injured off and on. Finally, now he's getting back into action. Maybe he'll finally get some real ring time. And especially on a stage like WrestleMania, it would be nice because for a while there he was kind of, in my eyes, the next chosen one, right. And it doesn't look like he's in very good favor with WWE recently. So we're all agreed that this match will not be booty. No, it will not be booty. No booty-os required. Scott, you agree?
Unless you want the shirt.
You agree this match will not be booty, right?
It will not be booty.
Thank you. Up next, this one hasn't been announced, but we're positive it will be. 99.99999% sure that we will get Chris Jericho versus AJ Styles. I am looking forward to this match. I really am. I know that they've wrestled a few times already. This is going to be the match, the rubber match, if you will. This is going to be the match that I want to see Styles break out. I want to see Styles prove to the rest of that roster that he is as phenomenal as he claims to be. Daniel? I kind of am like, I don't mind rivalries. I don't mind slow builds. I don't mind things that could take a little bit of time. Hey, you got one, I got one. Let's do a third. Personally, I think this has potential to be the match that steals the show. But I don't know. I just want AJ Styles to move on to somebody else already. Because Jericho's been the guy that you can give somebody a new wrestler coming in, and he will give the guy the right rub and put him over, and you know he's going to move on to something good. I mean, I don't know. I just want this feud to be over with by now. I want AJ Styles to move on to going for a title. I really think that AJ Styles coming in at the Rumble and eliminating a couple people and then getting eliminated by Kevin Owens was a perfect opening for them to feud, not he and Jericho. Mm-hmm. Maybe this can lead into that. For me, personally, I cannot wait to see Chris Jericho lose his mind when over 100,000 people start yelling, AJ Styles. That's going to be great. Scott, your thoughts?
I honestly don't care for another one of these matches between the two of them.
Okay. On that note,
been there, watched that several times.
To do one thing and one thing only, and that's to be a law enforcement officer. Treat other people like you'd want to be treated. Try to walk the